Hello and welcome to another episode of The Electric Norwegian. I'm Mats and this is Robert.
Hello.
So what are we in this time?
Today we are inside a Volvo XC40 recharged V8.
P8.
P8, sorry, not V8.
All-wheel drive. I think that's the entire name of it.
Yeah. We have borrowed this from Jensen and Scheele in Halden.
Yep.
They were so kind to lend us this car for almost one day.
They also have a Polestar 1 there, but
so stay tuned to see that one day.
Couldn't borrow it, sadly. Yeah, what do you think so far?
Oh, the car is to enter the car is Robert approved. It's easy to get into, and you have this support for your thighs.
Yeah, you can adjust, so it's very nice.
Yeah, and it's very comfortable. I like it when the seats are a little bit not so soft, but
firm.
Yeah,
I think they're a bit too firm, but you get used to it.
Oh, yeah. No, it's not too firm.
Okay, I think it might be. Or well, but it's Volvo. They always made very good seats.
Volvo.
Because the consumption is crap actually, but we're gonna take it for a bit of a drive and see if we can get it down to maybe something reasonable. Let's see.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're on the motorway now, cruising it just under the speed limit because of traffic. We're gonna turn around soon, so there's no reason to go by anyone. And as I've showed you here, the screen is very good, easy to use, the buttons and all of that. They did say there might be a few bugs in the software because they were supposed to update it before I got the car, but they couldn't connect the computer and it still doesn't have over-the-air updates. I asked if it was supposed to have that and the person said yes. So that's good. Eventually, when it'll get it. I can't find, there's the cogwheel down here for instance, it doesn't do anything apparently. So maybe that's what it was on about when it said that there's a few things, because I can't find adjustments for the sound and to adjust the bass and all that stuff.
It's snow here.
Yeah, it is snow in here. Snow at home as well, it's just not that much. It's always more snow here than
yeah, that's after the tunnel.
So it's very spacious, as you can see. It's front here, and the boot is nice and big.
I have to say, the seat is as more I sit in it, it's more I like it, and it's very comfortable to sleep in.
Yeah, you fell asleep in it.
Yeah. Long days, tired, a little bit tired, and very good seats. That's the recipe for fall asleep.
Yep. And also, just to finish up the space-wise, it might not look like the biggest car in the world, and it isn't. It's sort of a crossover thing, but the space, because you sit relatively high in it, you sit with your legs more in an angle, so you don't need all the space forward for the front seats if you have long legs. So you have really lots of space even in the back seat. I mean, I can sit behind myself no problem and still have space for my knees and everything, and that's not very normal. It's brilliant. There's a bit of road noise and a bit of wind noise, but this is a good car. But yes, we were talking about the seats.
As I said, I fell asleep. I didn't have any pain in the neck when I woke up now. Some cars I do that, but not in this one.
Oh no, it's proper, that's Nissan. Pilot assist, that's what they call it. I like it. It's about 600,000 NOK, I think, with some options. So a little bit more expensive than the Polestar 2, but I think the range is slightly less. We're now at 41. We're now at 41%. And we have a consumption of 328 watt hours per kilometer.
530,000.
Right, yeah.
Plus.
Yeah, exactly.
Plus.
I think Rune said around 600. So, yeah.
Yeah, but this is a Swedish car. This is 530,000. You get a lot for 530,000 compared to, for example, German cars, where you have to pay for whatever like, accessory. That's one thing I like about Swedish cars and Asian cars. As in the basis price, you get a lot, and if you put on something like, for example, say 5,000 euros, you get a lot of extra things to the car.
Volvo is a premium manufacturer as well, but I agree. You have the ProPilot here, and you have the sound system is pretty good. And I do like that little detail on the seat there. It's a small Swedish flag on it. And you don't see that in the German car.
Through Volvo's own website, you can rent this car.
Yeah, they have the rent thing, yeah.
Yeah, that's 8,000 per month.
Okay.
And then it's everything.
Yeah. Power, insurance, a lot.
That's fully equipped as well, so yeah. No, power you have to buy separately.
Yeah, but you get some sort of deal probably, or don't you?
I don't know.
Okay.
But probably.
With this consumption, we really don't think we have. Let's go through. What did you say? 78 kilowatt hours of battery.
78 kilowatt hours, yes.
408 horsepower.
Yeah.
660. That's a lot of newton meters.
Yeah.
I have no idea what that is in pound feet. You have someone else do that conversion. I can't be bothered. Yeah, I'm sorry for the noise in the tunnels. It's clearly more than Tesla that has problems with their glass roofs. This is a sunroof, by the way. It opens, but yeah, same
660 newton meters is around 487 foot-pounds.
Okay, what does it do 0 to 60? Let me guess, around 5?
Sorry, what did you say?
0 to 62 or 0 to 100 kilometers?
4 point something. Sorry, this is very... Well, where have I been? 4.9.
Okay, so it's a bit slower than mine. That's sort of what I was feeling. Because it's quite as punchy off the line. But, you know, it's more than enough. I mean, you get a 400 horsepower Volvo for 550 NOK. That's pretty good.
And you have, they say the range is 417.
Not now, it isn't. I think maybe now it's giving us around 200, maybe 250. We're using a lot of energy, but of course it's 1 degree outside, or 2, so it's cold, the heater is running. And if you look at this car, it's a well-designed car, and this red colors, but particularly in the light, it's really stunning, really nice. But it's not aerodynamic, let's just face it.
News talked about something earlier that they had some software updates for the car, and over the air updates of software that comes to this car in start of the first 3 months of 2021.
Okay.
It's pulse, they say.
Okay. And I do like this button here with the charger on. You push it, and it punches up all the charge points it finds around where you are, and you can see them on the map as well. Like in the old Kia Soul, you can also find the chargers, but you got a list. They didn't tell you where they were. So if you're going somewhere, you pick the charger and it was behind you. You know, it was completely stupid. This is brilliant. And it tells you if you navigate somewhere, it tells you what your state of charge. And also on a longer trip, you can add waypoints. You can also add charge points on the way, which is brilliant. So a lot of things have happened over the last, particularly the last year or two, really, I must say. And then you have the dedicated home button. So you can really, if you muck about, you can just go here and you're back again. It's okay. That's just tire pressure monitoring and stuff. I don't think the tire pressure monitoring system works properly. It's all green though, so it's good, I guess. And yeah, because it's a Google system, you can use Google Assist to talk to, which works mostly. And you can also add like title and
log into your Google account.
Yeah, Spotify or YouTube Music or whatever. Oh, radio, of course. And it also has DAB, which you have to have that in Norway, because that's what I'm going to tell you more about how it charges later. Because we're running not very low, but relatively low on charge power. So I want to charge that before I deliver it in the morning. So if you have around 50,000 pounds to spend on a car, or that's your budget, and you want a Volvo, or you want a practical square-ish crossover, that's mostly comfort-oriented, but has a bit of poke and all-wheel drive, because it's twin engine setup after all. No, sorry, not a twin engine setup, it's a dual motor setup. It's a rather powerful one at that. Then this is yeah, I really can recommend this. It's not too big, and it's not like the Model X, it's just huge. This fits Europe very well. It's very good, the lights are very good. It's Swedish after all. It's a lot of forests in Sweden. 70% of Sweden actually is forest. Good morning, everybody. Morning, it's actually 8:30, so it's not very early, but I am going to charge the car. We're at 21%. I have to double check some footage. I can't remember if I think I got the car on around 90%. And I've done some math. That means we've been doing around 160 something. I have the exact number. I will have it in some text. On 70% of the battery, which means you can probably do 200 kilometers with this car, maybe. So I'm gonna go now get a coffee first. So 360 cam, you can select your cameras here. Very nice. These are 150 kilowatt Circle K chargers. Circle K are really big on rolling out their own charge network now. Full kudos to that. But we're not gonna charge here, because I want to use the Delta chargers, because they're giving me better data points. So let's go to not grid contact, because the changed name is now called Mer. I don't know why Mer, it doesn't work anymore. It's going more like Mer, so that's in the Bible, and that must be a good thing. Yeah, it's a brilliant car. Doesn't have walkaway door locks, but you put your hand inside the door handle and it unlocks, and then you have the indentation on the door handle, and it locks, you know. Of course, automated hatch, plenty of space in the back seats. Yeah, heated steering wheel and heated seats. Of course, it's a Volvo, what do you expect? But yesterday, I never got it below 300, which is, well, terrible. The pilot assist here, I must say, are very good indeed. Not quite as good as the autopilot, but it does some things better than the autopilot. For instance, you can take control of it and do a lane change, and it doesn't you don't have to reactivate it. But it's not a hardship to activate the autopilot, but it is a little detail like that. Oh yes, one important thing about this. There is no regen on liftoff. I've tried to look at it in the menu. Like I said, there's something wrong with the menu, with the option setting here. It doesn't work, so it might be buried in there. So I'd give it the benefit of the doubt that it's probably a toggle somewhere. It is regen, you just put your foot lightly on the brake, and it does regen rather nicely, but just be aware of that if you come from an i3 or whatever, you come over to this and you lift off and you expect into a corner and you expect regen. No. So we're done charging now at one of BKK's chargers. As you can see, the charge speeds are a little bit low. They were picking up in the end though, but it is a cold battery pack. It's been in the garage all night. It's not been preheated or anything. I tried to heat up the battery, but you know. So half an hour, we came with 19%, we left with 55, so it's not that bad. Now we're gonna do some country roads and see if that can do some wonders for the consumption. And then in the meantime, I'm gonna enjoy some Dan Snow's History podcast about the French and the war. So then we have delivered the Volvo. I did about the same trip in the Model 3, and I think I landed around 180 watt-hours per kilometer. Of course, this is not the same kind of car. A more appropriate car would be the Model Y. I don't have that, so estimate maybe around 200 on a day like today. Maybe, I don't know. But the Volvo is what it is. Robert is back again.
Yes, hello people.
So how would you summarize the Volvo XC40 P8 recharge all-wheel drive?
The impression I got yesterday was that I think the Volvo has done something right. It's a Volvo, so it's not a wow thing, but I sit comfortable, I feel safe inside the car. There's a lot of light inside the cabin because of the glass roof. Yeah, it's a nice place to be. It's a nice place to go on longer trips. Of course, we struggled with the consumption, but I don't think that would stop people from buying this one, because, as I said, it's a Volvo. Everyone loves a Volvo. Yeah.
I agree. And
nowadays you see Model 3s everywhere, and you see Volvos.
Yeah.
As a fossil car,
yeah,
you see Volvo.
Yeah.
And I think this one, they started delivering it in last month. And next year, I think you will see a lot of this one.
Yeah, because they compete with the Audi, the Mercedes, the cheaper Audi is the E55, the E50, I think, around the same price. The Mercedes EQC and the cheaper Jaguar, and I haven't checked this up, but I would imagine that the cheaper of the Jag, the 300, I think they're called, the I-Pace, is around the same range-wise as well, give or take, at least in real world.
But it's a Volvo.
Yeah, and it's a practical element to it as well. And you can pull 1500 kilos, which the Jag can't.
Oh.
Of course.
You have to pay 900 euros to be able to do it, but yeah.
Yeah, but that's the same in the Tesla. It doesn't really, you have to get the option. And it's a half electric towage, so you can just push a button and it falls out, and you just push it back up again.
Yeah, so but I liked it, and I liked the color. Yeah,
The color was really nice. I think personally, at least, that the Volvo, I prefer the inside of the Volvo to the inside of the Audi, but that's a personal opinion and nothing more than that. And you have this voice assistant, the Google assistant, which is nice and it works mostly, and it does its thing. And I think to solve the charging issue very good. Dedicated button. It actually shows you everything. Well,
it had some software issues, but when the over-the-air updates comes in the start of 2021, I think it will. The software will be much better, and it will be much more up to date. You don't have to bring the car into the dealership to update it.
And you probably run some energy management between the motors as well, like Jaguar and Audi has done to get the consumption lower. It's a work in progress, but at least on that part of it. So, well done, Volvo.
Yeah, I think so. Well done.
If you want a sporty Volvo, buy a Polestar. If you want a comfortable Volvo, at least until something else comes along. I mean, let's face it, I asked the salesman this because he'd been doing Volvo for 40 years, and I said, well, now the XC90, which is a 5-year-old model, is the oldest car Volvo sells, technically. That's like I said, that's never happened before, ever. Not that quick, not 5 years. 5 years in the car world is a short amount of time, and now they're on a roll. The next 5 years is going to be very exciting.
Yeah.
So, anything else you want to add?
No, I think I have said enough.
Okay, yeah, me too. So, thanks for watching and listening, and please do like and subscribe, and leave a comment if you want. It's always good to have comments. Yeah, and the subscription helps the channel to grow and gives me some more options.
And stay safe out there. Take care of each other.
Yeah, please do. Bye bye.